Hey everyone, how are you? If we have not met yet, my name is Skyleur Steffensen. I am the Vice President of North American Sales Operations for Juice Plus, and I am excited to be here tonight. I'm excited that I got asked to share just a few minutes on the topic of tonight, which I understand is momentum. And I love that topic. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. I just want to ask you to start off to think of a time when you were in momentum. And that can be when you're juice with your Juice Plus business. That could be with your family. That could be with your work life, whatever it is. Just think of a time where you're like, man, things are just going my way. I am rolling right now, right? And maybe that's right now. Maybe you're feeling that right now, and you're like, I am in the pocket. I am in momentum. Things are going great. It is awesome. I hope that's where you're at. If you're not, that's okay because we all get chances throughout our lives to create momentum, and you can do it over and over and over. And so I'm here to talk a little bit about what the company is doing to help you create momentum in your business. So I've narrowed it down. I could talk forever, but I've narrowed it down to four things that I want to talk about real quickly here. So number one, I call this give people reasons to open their mouth. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Give people reasons to open their mouth. Number two, recognition. Number three, corporate support. And number four, training. Okay. So, and then three and four kind of go together, but I'm going to give it four. Number one, give people reasons to open their mouth. Why do I say this? It is our responsibility as a company to give you as leaders reasons to open your mouth and talk to people. Whether that's your family, whether that's your friends, whether that's someone that you're sitting next to at your kid's soccer game, whoever it is, that you have a reason to open your mouth and say, you know what, I want to share Juice Plus with this person. Now, we already have a lot of reasons why our products are absolutely incredible. We love the products, we love talking about them and what they can do for people. So that is the main reason why. But sometimes we all need a little bit of extra motivation, right? Sometimes we all need a little bit of extra to say, well, why am I talking to this person? Why am I getting out of my comfort zone and actually, seeing if this person will say yes or if I'm going to get rejected? Because you might, right? And so we want to give you reasons to open your mouth. Now, here's what we're doing. Here's what we've done. You can see what path we're on here. One of those ways is promotions, short-term promotions or incentives, or whatever you want to call them. So little things we do to say, let's put a little extra carrot out there for you, and let's see if you'll go ahead and run after that. So you saw it at the beginning of the year, reset. If you were here at the beginning of the year, you know what that is. We had great success with reset. It was a short-term promotion, but it was a clear, defined message on what to do in order to capitalize on this movement that we have with reset. That was a great example of that. Now, what we're in right now, as we speak, that will end at the end of April, we did Strive for Five, right? Go out, find five new customers or partners, and you can get $500. Now, there's more to that promotion, but that's not what we're here to talk about. If you want to know more, you can certainly talk to someone in the room or someone that is in your business, and you can find out more about it. But we put out a very simple message, and we said, go out, find five people who want to use Juice Plus products, and we'll give you $500. That's a very simple thing to do, and it's a short-term incentive for you to say, yeah, you know what? For $500, I'll open up my mouth. I'll talk to the person sitting on the side of the street over here, or a person selling flowers or whatever. I will go talk to whoever it takes to get that $500, right? That's one of those things that we have said, and it's very simple. We try to keep these things simple, and that's what you'll see from us moving forward, is that we'll have simple little things to say, hey, here's a little extra carrot, here's a little extra something for you to go out and talk to people. That's one way to do things. Another way is new products, right? You've seen us announce new products. If you go back a year, we're celebrating the 1 year anniversary of Luminate. That was a new product. That was a new way for you to talk to people. It opened up a whole new contact list for you, really, of people you could talk to about this product. We just did it again, right? We just did it less than a month ago with superfood powder. another new product that's incredible, that's following the trends of people who love drinks, who love healthy drinks. And we've taken our incredible product and put it in that drink format. And it gives you yet another reason to open your mouth and talk to someone to say, hey, you know what? I know I talked to you a while back. You said you didn't like capsules, you can't take pills. Guess what? We have something new, right? New products are another way for us to say, hey, here's a reason for you to go out and open your mouth and talk to people. It is our responsibility to continue to do that. I promise you, you will see us do this moving forward. We'll be very strategic about it. We'll keep it very simple because if we're strategic and simple, we can create a path for you to say, you know what? At once in a while, they're going to throw a little something else out there. And now I have a little extra incentive. And hopefully you'll take advantage of those, but hopefully you'll take advantage all the time. Those are just little spurts that we can give you along the way of you creating momentum. But it's consistency that it's really going to take if you want to create momentum. And I'll talk about that as we move on here. Okay, so that was number one. Number two, recognition, right? Recognition. Why is that important in creating momentum? Here's why it's important. I was talking to someone, this was probably years ago, and they had just walked across the stage and they had just received this award, and it was this nice crystal award that we had for them. And they said to me, you know, that's the first time I've ever been recognized as an adult. I don't remember being recognized or celebrated since elementary school. And that's a sad reality. And I think that's probably more often than not that people don't get recognized in their adult life. And we should. We should celebrate each other. We should recognize each other. And so our next commitment to you in order to help you create momentum is that we're going to find ways to recognize your success, whatever that looks like. Whether it's you went out and you achieved the strive for five, whether it's that you reach a new club, maybe you reach a new club level, maybe you advanced your business and you have a new rank. Whatever we can do, we're going to find ways to recognize you. And it might not even be, and I'm sorry about my cat behind me. She just runs around the whole time. Don't worry about that. But recognition is key to make sure that when you do something great, when you start creating momentum, that we are there to say, great job. You are doing a really good job, and we really appreciate you. And we need to find more ways to do that. You're going to see us have a lot of recognition pieces on our social media sites. We're going to find ways to recognize individuals in the back office. And one of the things we're really going to do, and we're going to announce a lot of this in Indianapolis, is we're going to have a very clear path on how you can walk the stage at the next conference, because that's such a fun moment, right? That's such a moment where you're like, all right, what's it going to look like when I walk across stage and I'm recognized for what I've been doing? It's special. And we want to make sure that you feel special, but we want to make sure that we give you the clear path to say, if you do this, we'll recognize you on stage. If you do this, we'll recognize you on stage. And we give you 6 or 7 different ways that you can be recognized. But just know that we look for ways every day where we can increase the opportunity for you to be recognized because you deserve it. And it's part of momentum, because when you get recognized, you get that feeling of, oh man, I'm doing something great. I want that feeling again. And we're going to keep pushing to recognize you as individuals and help you create that momentum that you want in your business. So that's number two. Number three, corporate support. This is a big one. Corporate support. What does that look like? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all of you have, everybody who I'm talking to has a regional director that's over their region. And you also have a business support specialist who is over your region. So those two individuals are there to help you as you build your business. Your regional director, your business development specialist, whatever region you're in. I know there's people probably from all over the country here, but you have those people to lean on to say, hey, how can you help me? Can we get together on a call? Can you walk me through a business strategy? Can you help me as I'm dealing with this issue? We are here as a company to help you. Now, I want to put in a caveat that the first person, the first line of defense for you when you're looking for help is your upline, is your support team, is the people you are surrounded by that introduce you to Juice Plus. They're first because they're knowledgeable. They're in the trenches. They're doing the same things you are. They're dealing with the same problems that you are. But we are here as well. We have a team here to support you. We have a team to help you work through strategy, work through problems you may have, work through any issues so that we remove, I say this all the time, our job is to remove the roadblocks in the way so we have a clear path for you to do what you do best, which is to talk to people about Juice Plus, the products we have, the company we have, the compensation plan we have. So we have a team here. Another thing we have for corporate support are ongoing calls that we offer from us as corporate. And we've really developed a rhythm of calls because it's important to know when the calls are. And so we've developed a rhythm that we'll have 3 calls every single month, and they'll be on the same days every single month. And that doesn't mean like, April 17th, May 17th, but it means that it's, the first Tuesday, it's the second Thursday, whatever we decide on, and we have decided, and we can get you all that information. It's not what this call is about either, but we can get you all that information. But I do want to tell you about the 3 calls that you can count on every single month from corporate. Corporate. One is a kickoff call. Every single month, we will do a kickoff call. And what that's meant to do is to really help you understand where our focus is and to get a partner on the call as well to say, look, this is what the company's offering this month. This is what our focus is this month. This is what my team is doing. And this is what I encourage you to do to find success and to create momentum in this month. Every single month, at the very beginning of the month, we will do that. So you know where to focus, what the call to action is, and where we're going for that particular month. That call will happen every single month at the beginning of the month. In the middle of the month, we're going to do a prospect call. Okay, this is where you can invite prospects to a call to learn about Juice Plus. And we'll have some of our partners on there talking about the products, talking about the compensation plan, so that people can get a full, comprehensive look at Juice Plus. We will do that every single month in the middle of the month. And then finally, the third call that we'll do every month is a training call because we want to provide ongoing training for you. And that will usually come from field leaders because again, they are doing exactly what you're doing. So we will own the call. We will make sure that we are on the call and that we are kicking it off, but we will rely heavily on our partners who are winning to say, these are the things I'm doing. These are the tips and the tricks that I'm doing to succeed, to create momentum. And you can adopt some of those. Now, it won't be every tip and trick because maybe it won't work for you, but you can pick out those things from those training calls every month and say, this can help me create momentum. So that's another thing that we will be offering is those 3 calls every single month. Kickoff call, prospect call, training call. You can count on it and you can get the dates that we're going to be doing those from your upline, from your regional director. You can see exactly when you can put those in your calendar and just count on it every single month. Okay, number 4, training. Now, I just talked about training. So you're like, why is it number 4? Why is he doing another one? This is different because here's what we're developing. We're in the middle, right now, we are in the middle of developing a program where from day one, you can introduce a partner and we can say, okay, you know what? Here's day one. Here's what you can focus on. Here's how to tell your story. Here's how to prospect. Here's how to close. Here's how to, any of these steps along the way that a new partner can come in and say, okay, I know that I can go to this training program and I can get steps along the way of how I can win at Juice Plus. Now, again, the caveat on this is that your upline, your leaders have systems in place. And so you can rely heavily on these systems. What we're creating is an onboarding, a training program for partners who are new to say, okay, I can take what my leaders are teaching me, I can take this and I can create a plan around this. But as a corporate staff, we want to make sure that we have that in place so that people know exactly what they can do when they start. Along with that, we're going to create training for everybody. So whether you're new, whether you're not, we're going to create trainings that just talk about the basics of building a business, the basics of how do you tell your story, right? How do you create a curiosity about Juice Plus? What do you say about the products? What do you say about our company story? Things that we can train you on that maybe you already know, but it's always good to get a reminder, right? So we're developing training programs that will be robust, that will be easy to find, and that you can point someone to or you can use yourself as we move forward. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Reasons to open your mouth. recognition, corporate support, and training. That's what we're doing. That's what our focus is as we help you because momentum can be created at any time. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're at the lowest of the low or if you feel like I'm doing okay, but I could do a little better. Momentum can be created by consistent action. And our goal is to find ways to help you be consistent in your actions and that you just do the same things over and over and over until you win. And that's not to say that you won't add things to that, right? That's why all of these things are in place. But if you are consistent in your actions, if you figure out what your game plan is, what your DMO is, what your daily method of operation is, and you do that over and over and over, you will win. And along the way, we will help you in the four ways that I said to create that momentum and to win. And I know you can. We are here with you. We are going to walk this and run this with you. Whatever you want to do, we are side by side and we will win together. So I want to thank you so much for the time, and I hope you have a great rest of the event. Thanks so much, everyone.